Hello, everyone. Earth Angel here. You know what? I wanted to come on and talk to you. I've been toiling around with this um, information. Last night I thought about it before I went to bed, and then today I was like, oh, I gotta talk about it. So, this information that I have actually goes back to, when I have told everyone, and I know that you've heard it from other people, to purge. To purge out your past, right? Um, I have spoken to many women and men who have talked about the purging process. They are working on themselves right now, and it's lovely to hear. Believe me, the issue that they are having is that they are having a hard time forgiving themselves. And I always say that it's important to go back to the beginning, right? So when you're purging yourselves, you're purging out, from being a baby, 2 years old, 4 years old, getting ready to start kindergarten. Who was your teacher? All the way up till now, and you're going through, the government, or teachers, parents, friends, or who you think are friends, you know, babysitter, whatever it might be, okay? And in looking at your past, you're purging out what has hurt you, or have you been abandoned, or has there been lies, or whatever there might have been that happened. And you're going through every age, right? And you are forgiving and letting go all that you can forgive and let go of. So first things first, I went inside, and when I purged, I learned to purge. I looked at, I closed my eyes and to my inner self, and I told myself, little Lex. I called myself little Lex, and I want you to say, little whoever your name is, okay? And then start, I'm so sorry that you're in so much pain, or I'm so sorry that you are going through this, or they did this or did that to you, okay? And then I go through from a baby all the way up to now. And each person, so what I did was, first of all, I wrote the names on a piece of paper. I wrote a list of who they all were, okay? And then, you may not remember everybody, but they'll come back to you. Put them on your list, okay? So you go through, and through every experience, is this a person that I have a problem with them, or did they have a problem with me? Yes, no, right? If they did, can I forgive them? You know, they got mad at me because of blah, 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 right? Can I forgive them now? Yes. I don't have to hold that grudge any longer. And then you ask yourself, or you say to yourself, Lex, whatever your name is, I forgive me. And you're going to forgive yourself, number one, for being either naive, or two, being a smart mouth. Whatever the situation may be. So you go from your childhood all the way up to now, and you forgive all that you can forgive. If you come across someone's name who's on the list that you cannot forgive, just circle that name or add it back to the bottom of your list. You'll come back to them. Now, a person that you cannot forgive, you are going to probably have to go through the process 2, 4, 10, 20 times. Depending on the severity, to finally forgive. They could be an ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend, someone you married, whatever, okay? Mom, dad, sister, anybody, okay? Put their name on the list and go through, can you forgive them? The reason being is you want to do the work. You want to take out. God, universe, source, divine wants you to get rid of all that you do not need to carry anymore. Because you've been carrying it all these years. There's no reason for you to carry it anymore. None. So let it go and say, I detach. Once you forget, I forgive them. I forgive me for being naive or being a smart mouth or whatever it might be. And dear God, I detach. Or dear angels, I detach from this situation. I no longer wish to carry it. Now, we're all the way up to now, right? And there are groups getting ready to go into union. There are those who can forgive and those who cannot forgive. It's very important while you are on this journey to forgive them and to forgive yourself. This journey is not just about what they have done to you. They have done some things, yes, that might have hurt you, caused trauma. But there are also some things with the mirroring effect that they are trying to make you see, as well as you are trying to make them see themselves. What they cannot understand or whatever it might be. And you could be the nicest person, the sweetest person, all you wish was for love. Well, maybe they didn't come from that background, right? There are a lot of things going on. What they're trying to, or what you and they are trying to work out is a past life connection. Some type of contract between them and whoever it is, the other person. Or it could be you. And that contract has you decided, okay, I'm going to finish it in this lifetime. And that's what's going on. But another part of this journey that you are forgetting is that you're also working on yourself to become a better version of you, to become a better person. If you've been a doormat, now you're not a doormat, I'm sure. Because you have worked on yourself and you're like, I have set up boundaries. I'm doing my own thing. I am looking out for me. All right? Those things have changed. Everyone has changed. There's a newer version of you, right? You're more loving. You're more at peace. You can just breathe. Everything is wonderful with the world. But you know how to set up boundaries. You know what to take and what not to take. You know when burdens are too heavy and you don't wish to carry them, right? So a lot of these things are happening. So you want to forgive, if you can, while you're going through the journey, through every phase that you go through, you want to forgive them. Third party, if a third party is, in, in this dynamic, and you want to forgive yourself. It's very important to forgive yourself. None of us are perfect. None of us are perfect. But if something has been done, of course, and you no longer wish to carry it. So for those of you who are going into union, bravo, hooray, hooray, hooray for you guys. Some have already come together. I'm so happy. Oh gosh, it's so great to hear it. And some are still waiting to come together. And, as you're going through that, you want to say what you can forgive and what you can't. And for those of you also who have stuck through this journey, I say bravo to you. And I'm not throwing shade at any of you who have decided to get off this ride. Not, because I understand what it all entails. However, for those of you who have had your discussion with God, with Divine, with Source, and said, you know what? I detach from them. I've had enough of dealing with them. I just want peace in my life. Then, you know what? Say, I surrender. God, I surrender to you. I no longer wish to do with this. I detach. Detach, detach, let go. All right? And then say to God, you know what? But I have not, and I do not tend to leave this journey. Okay? That gives you both time to work on yourselves. It gives you both time to heal and do what you need to do to come into union, if that is what's meant for you. Okay? God has taken the time to pick your counterpart. Make sure that the two of you, God has taken the time to put you both together, right? If it weren't meant for you to be together, you wouldn't be together. But you have to go through some things. And that's what this journey is all about. So, for those of you who have awakened, for those of you who've had spells put on them, for those of you who have, you know what, not this craziness anymore, I'm not going to deal with this. I wish you get off this roller coaster. I truly am sorry. When you go to your divine counterpart and you tell them the truth and you tell them that you apologize, please be sincere, because they're going to be able to tell if you're being sincere or not, or if you're just saying it just to say it. It's very important. Like I said, everyone is in phases. If they come back to you and say, I apologize, well, great. That doesn't mean you sleep with them. There's going to be quite a bit that you have to go through. However, there have been a few people that I know, their journey has been really short. And I think it has a lot to do with them just staying positive. Because it seems like that's what they did. They just stayed positive. And they came back together in no time. They're married and they don't have any problems. Well, we all have problems. We all have something that's going on. But, they don't have to worry about the running and chasing and all the third party and all the, they're not dealing with this. That's not their journey. But for those of us who have had a longer journey, years of a journey, I just say be patient and just know that the very best is going to happen for you. It's destined, right? God has your back. Anyway, for those who have had sleepless nights, please stop having sleepless nights. You have been beating yourself up, going round and round and round. In time, forgive yourself. Tell yourself you love yourself. If God can forgive each and every one of us, so can you. So can you. Continue to pray for the collective. Ground, meditate. I love you all, and I pray that your journey will end up in union too. And I just pray for good things to happen for all of you. All right, take care. Peace. I love you. Bye.